Hey, what's up? Leanne here, and I just wanted to hop on, make this quick video for you to kind of guide you through the setup process, and to also thank you for agreeing to be part of the beta group for the Radio Fido Collaborative. So I'm really excited that you're here, and I hope that you get a lot of awesome value and a lot of great new viewers and new interest in your podcast because of this project. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up to radiofido.com. Enter that into your address bar, and you will see this page appear, minus my lovely face in the corner, of course. And what you're going to do is head on up to the upper right-hand corner and click on Join the Pack. And that's going to bring you to our packages page. Once you're there, it's just going to tell you a little bit about what the platform is, what the benefits are, how it can help you and your business, and it's going to tell you what you can get for signing up and all the awesome features. So this talks a little bit about the beta program and how we're doing 3 free months of the advanced, and then we're doing the premium for just $1 a month for the next 3 months, which is a pretty sweet deal because it offers a place to showcase not just your podcast, but also your products and your services, and of course, link it all back to your website. It's really cool, and I think that there's going to be a lot of great benefits to somebody who, really wants to see their podcast pay off in that sense, to really see it to turn into actual revenue for your business. And then, of course, the basic is always free for everyone. All right, so what you're going to do is just choose whatever package you want. Just for simplicity's sake, I'll choose the advanced right now, but, if you want to pay $1 a month, I really don't think that there's a better deal around. And the reason why I didn't make it free is not because I want your dollar, but because I want the opportunity to test my my payment processors. And so I figured that was a way for me to do so at really no risk, and still be able to provide you with that awesome, value of, checking out the platform and checking out that advanced tier, but not having to really pay anything significant for it. But just for right now, just click Get Listed for whichever package you choose. And it's usually quicker than this, but I apologize because I am video recording the screen. It's just going to have a little bit of a lag. So again, this just brings you to the actual listing page. You're going to choose what kind of listing you want. You're going to choose the package. Again, I'm going to choose this. And, if you didn't have an account at this point, it would prompt you to register your account before it brings you to this page. And once you have an account, you're actually able to go in. Your dashboard is going to give you your stats, so see who actually has viewed your profile. You can have multiple listings, and this is a way for you to go in and edit any existing listings. You can promote your listings for added visibility. Bookmark, of course, bookmark your own podcast, but bookmark others that might be interested in working out a collaborative kind of agreement with, either as a guest or for sponsorship. And then, of course, your account details, normal stuff, changing your password, all that jazz. So, here you go. You're going to enter your podcast name. That's pretty self-explanatory. Your tagline, that's going to be right front and center on your listing. So, make it something that's going to make people want to actually click and listen. Your description is going to be on your profile page. That's going to give everybody a brief synopsis of what your podcast is about, what you're about. And then next, you're going to go down, you're going to upload your podcast cover art. That's kind of like, that's your cover art, obviously, that you might have on your podcasting host. Or if you want, you can choose, your logo. That's going to be in the little circle, just front and center of your listing. Then this is your listing cover image. So this is more like, your Facebook cover, that long back screen. I'll show you once we get into what an actual listing looks like. And if, featured video, if you had a video that you wanted to link to that speaks very nicely about what you do, about your services, about, the values of your business, link that here. Basically, I want a way to showcase you, not just your podcast, but, your entire brand. Here we go. We've got your email and phone number, all that jazz. You want to definitely put in your website because, this is going to be very helpful for you for SEO. And of course, you can add in all your social networks, your Facebook profiles, yada, yada. Of course, you want to select your category. You can select up to 3. Choose your episode duration, and that way, if people are looking to be guests on your program or any sort of viewers, have that idea of, what the expectation is for, the amount of time that they have to commit either to listen or to participate. All right, here's the really important part. Here's where you input your podcast RSS URL. It says optional. It is optional, but I think you're really missing out on a big piece of this platform if you don't do it. So if you have trouble finding it, let me know and I'll help you out. But this is where you enter your RSS feed, and you get this from your host. And so this is going to actually embed your most recent episodes into our player. So that way, any visitors on your page are going to be able to listen right away. It automatically updates anytime you push a new podcast episode out. It will update automatically via that RSS feed on your profile page. So it's really cool, and so I think it's a really awesome option that you would be rather silly to not take advantage of. So if you have trouble finding it, let me know and I can help you. Of course, you want to indicate who the host is, whether or not you're accepting guest inquiries. Of course, we all know that guests and interviews are a really nice way to spread the word and, use the power of other people's audiences to grow your own. And if you choose yes, here's where you indicate what type of guest you're looking for. That way you don't just have a whole bunch of random people coming out of the woodwork sending you inquiries. Hopefully, you'll be able to, give them a little bit of upfront information about what your expectations are, and they can kind of weed themselves out as well. Also down here, are you accepting sponsorship or advertising inquiries? Maybe a newer podcaster wants to pay a little bit to you to have you mention them in their podcast. So, there's a whole ton of collaboration that's built into this platform to really help people lift each other up. We don't always need to be in competition with each other. Here is where you can include all your links to any sort of directory that you might have a listing in, Google, Apple, Pocket Cast, SoundCloud, and then, of course, preview or just skip and submit. If you wanted to go into individual sections, you can do so on the side. And then let's just jump back to the home page because I want to show you what an actual podcast looks like so you can see how this whole thing turns into the listing. And this is a boosted one, so this one actually is showing up on the home page because it's a premium package. And this is just a sample one. So the first thing you see, this is your podcast cover image or your logo here that's showing up in that little circular icon. And then this here is that large, full screen listing cover image that I was talking about. Of course, we want people to bookmark your podcast and share it. So we've got those right up top. And then here is if you had entered anything in those little spots for additional podcast directories, here is where all of those would be linked. And then this is what your profile looks like. Of course, we've got the owner's name, we've got the description, categories, here's where the video would be. And then this is the information breakdown, am I accepting guest inquiries? And this is just a sample, of course. And then a contact form where people will be able to actually contact you and, offer to collaborate. Here, under Here Podcast Now, is where you see the embedded player. So this will play your most current episode if they just come right on here to this screen. And then it also shows all of those back episodes. So, people can really hang out here and binge listen, which is so cool because all you have to do is give them this one URL. It's just going to be radiofido.com/listing/the name of your podcast. This is I'm a Little Sample. And then they can access all of this stuff in here and kind of get lost in what you offer them. Here, if you had a products and services page, this is a premium listing. So this one, actually, I just put on a couple of pictures just for the sake of, showing off how it works. So here's where your gallery would be. Here's where you include information about your featured products and services, where people can go to get them. And of course, all of these have, a nice little link they're not clickable. Why? There's actually a method to my madness. It's because I don't want people seeing this as a place to drop junk links. I'm really, really aware that, there is a problem with, spamming with any sort of thing where, you allow multiple people to register and you don't know them. So, I'm very mindful of that, and I want to make this the best resource and the best platform, and, really minimize any sort of riffraff that are going to cause trouble. And yeah, this is just kind of what it looks like. So even if you had an affiliate program, you could indicate it here, and if you had answered yes, it would, allow you to give information about it. So it's pretty cool. That's pretty much the rundown of it. If you have any questions, just, message me on Facebook, or, you can head on over to radiofido.com and scroll down to the contact form, and you can reach me that way too. But probably Facebook is